What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our playthrough of South Park, The Stick of Truth. Today we are finally here in Clyde's fortress, and we are ready to take him in a 1v1.
Oh heck yeah, I am so hyped for today's episode. It has been such a long time coming, but we are finally here ready for some serious action.
You can say that again, Joe. After the cliffhanger that we were left on in the last episode, I have been itching to watch Donald play through more of this game. And with the end right around the corner, I feel some serious lore is going to come extremely soon.
Facts, Obama. This is it now. Everything we have done in this game has led us to this point. All the battles and countless quests we have done have taken us to this exact moment. Let's finally do what we have planned to do for so long and fuck some shit up in this episode.
Oh, fuck yeah. George, I like the attitude you've come in with for today's recording. I believe that this one will truly be something special. I hope all of you at home watching this video are as hyped as we are, because the end is soon. It will be either this episode or the next, depending on how much progress we make today. But either way, our main goal is your satisfaction. We hope you all have enjoyed this series as much as we enjoyed making it, as it has been amazing to see us come this far as a community.
Yeah, Donald is right, guys. As much as we have loved playing this game, there is no way we would have made it this far into the series without all of your guys' love and support for the channel. It truly means so much to us and the editor behind the scenes, and we hope to keep making more content you will all love once we wrap this series up. Whilst we are still on this topic, please leave your suggestions for what to do after this is said and done in the comments down below. We cannot guarantee we will play the game you suggest, but we can promise it will be considered.
I mean, we have all been in the same mindset of starting the next game being the fractured but whole. But at the same time, we want to do more variety on this channel once we wrap this up, as we want to attract everyone's attention here on the President's Play Stuff channel. We have not played Fortnite since the last video we made of it on the channel, but with the Simpsons season coming out soon, a return has been tempting. And we know that game is what brought this channel to life. So for those of you watching right now that missed that content, please let us know if you would like to see that when the season drops.
And that's not our only game in mind. The editor's been toying the idea of buying a capture card so we can play games on consoles like Xbox, PlayStation, and even Nintendo Switch, which we think you would all enjoy. Emulated games are also another thing we have thought about. And there is actually a lost project on this channel of a Sonic.
What a joke.
The Heroes Team Sonic video all clipped to one large video that never hit the channel due to our removal last year on the platform. But if that sounds like something you like, let us know. But for now, with all that in mind, let's get back to the reason you clicked on today's video.
Facts, George. Anyways, boys, whilst we have all been rambling on our aspirations for the channel's future, I have just been chilling over here in my chair, absolutely cooking these kids alive. Got me feeling like Gordon Ramsay in this bitch, I can't lie.
All that newly acquired gear has definitely paid off. A few episodes ago, we were massively struggling against even the most basic of enemies. But today we stand strong against anyone in our path. The gear we got in Canada seriously boosted us and was 1,000,000 times more valuable to us than the price tag put on it.
Oh, for sure. Joe, it definitely is. I can 100% agree that it has made life in this game a breeze. It makes me question whether these guys are just weak as fuck or if we have actually just gotten stronger. I mean, my touch to this game has come back since our returning episode, so that could play a role into it all. Because I was definitely having a harder time against enemies with easy to block moves once we returned.
I mean, a year-long break will definitely do that to you, Donald. I'm not going to say the enemies have gotten easier. I will say for sure that our gear and skills have, though. However, these enemies at the minute should not be compared to any of the ones we have fought during the last few episodes, as they are kind of weak. But there are plenty strong ones ahead of us today, for sure.
The enemies in this game are pretty hit and miss, to be fair. 1 minute you are fighting for your life against some giant fetus for over 10 minutes straight inside of an abortion clinic. And the next minute you're fighting some Nazi zombie cat, which can be taken down with one single sling of David. The duality of enemies in this game is low-key, kind of crazy.
You can say that shit again, George. I mean, look at this, for fuck's sake. We literally just got done shitting on some kids playing the same game as us. And now we are shrunk down to dwarf size, fighting some huge Nazi zombie rats. This game never fails to amaze me with how quick shit can shift from normal to insane.
but I think that is the main reason why we all fell in love with this game as much as we have. It is a truly unique experience that you will struggle to find anywhere else. I'm glad that we decided to play this game. It has been a roller coaster of emotions, and I am sad it is almost over.
I agree with you there, Joe, but we will play the next game after this, so there is no need to be upset over it going so fast. I will also ask the editor to compile the series into a whole movie for people to watch, so you can enjoy the whole series in one huge video. That will be sure to keep everyone entertained. We had to delete all our previous compilations to attempt to get remonetized, which didn't work, which was quite saddening. Actually, considering one of the videos had almost 40,000 views. But oh well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, seeing that. Didn't work actually hurt my soul, as it took me a lot to bring myself to agree. We should try doing that to get monetized once again. I really hope YouTube will remonetize us again. We are only 100 hours of watch time away from being able to reapply. Now, which we definitely have, we just have to wait for it, top update, on the earn page of YouTube Studio. Watch how quick Donald starts pumping out content if we do get monetized. Bro loves getting the bag, so it definitely wouldn't be bad for all of you watching at home.
Who doesn't love a bit of cash on the side, Obama? If you can do something you like and entertain people, you may as well get paid to do it. It's a win for everyone.
Oh, for sure, that is straight facts. I can't disagree with you there. We will see what YouTube has to say soon. I feel like it may just have been due to our lack of activity that we were striked for some weird reason, but I'm not going to argue with them over it.
The main thing is that we got our channel back up and running, which we had been trying to do for such a long time. It was amazing posting our first video back after so long, and still seeing familiar faces we saw last year coming back to watch after so long. We are so blessed to have amazing people in our community like you guys, and we do this channel for you all.
It truly is amazing, George. I mean, you can get why people would come back and watch this series. We were just getting to the best bits of the game, and if I was one of our subscribers and hadn't seen a new video in a year, I would be pretty confused myself. But here we are in Clyde's Fortress, something I definitely didn't see coming 6 months ago when we were still unable to upload.
Speaking of Clyde's Fortress, all his guards are actual pushovers. I think this might be our toughest one yet, but we have already gone through so many enemies, and literally nothing has been able to slow us down even the tiniest bit. I felt like a steamroller this episode, just plowing through hordes of enemies, unable to do anything to stop my tyranny.
Well, I wouldn't speak too soon. Donald Cuss Butters just got put in a pack, as you were saying that. These guys are the toughest enemies we have seen so far today, for sure. But I am pretty confident they won't be the toughest group we will come up against. And I am willing to put money on that.
We'll just have to see about that Obama.I thing for the time being. We will be just fine. I will slowly but surely chip away at their health bars and destroy them all, no matter how outnumbered we may be.
I mean, as soon as some of these guys start to drop, we will be taking far less damage in return, which will make it much easier for us. Because it isn't necessarily hard to fight enemies of this level, it's just fighting them in abundance, which can be slightly tedious.
Facts, George. Donald has got this in the bag, though. I have no doubts he can get this done without trying too hard. This is only a warm-up for the hardships which are bound to be ahead of us in this video.
Thank you for exclaiming your confidence in my abilities, Joe. I will prove them to be correctly placed. I can't take all of these guys at once, but I can whittle them all down, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Every turn gets us closer than the last. The only thing I can do in this situation is stay active on my defense to make sure I don't get destroyed by one stupid attack, and I'm chilling.
Can we just take a minute to appreciate the absolutely ridiculous amount of armor some of these enemies have? It makes it fucking impossible to attack some of these guys without anything but abilities. It's like you get to this part of the game, and the developers randomly decided that they want you to burn through a fuck ton of power potions to progress.
Well, if it's power potions I have to use, then I will have to do so. I am willing to do literally anything to get through these fights by any means necessary, even if it is unfortunate for my bank account.
Yeah, facts, Donald. You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day, and besides, you have saved near enough every penny we have made in this game. So it's not like we don't have the funds to buy some more power potions again. Same with healing potions. For a 9-year-old boy, We are pretty fucking rich, so it's nothing to worry too much about.
I think the only time I ever had a few $100s at the age of 9 would have been on my birthday. But saying that it was probably a good few years after that. To be honest, I can't fucking remember because it has been a while since I was a lad.
Don't we fucking know it, Joe? You are nearing the end of the home stretch in life right now. And to be honest, with the signs of dementia you have shown with your actions over the past few years, I must say, I am fairly surprised you have survived this long. The White House has some pretty large stairs, and we all know how you fare against a good set of stairs. It's a miracle you are still here today.
Donald, I fell down the stairs one time at a speech because someone slipped a banana peel on the floor in attempted assassination. What would you know about that shit, huh?
I would actually know quite a bit about that shit, Joe, considering I am a survivor of a real assassination attempt. Did your old ass already forget? I merely dodged a clean bullet to the dome at a live speech. Shit merely hit me in the air. I saw that shit coming straight for me and everything slowed down. Had me feeling like Neo in the Matrix, the way I dodged that shit. It was actually cold as fuck.
To be fair, I remember watching that and being amazed. It didn't get you in any life-threatening way. Joe, I would have to agree with Donald here. There was definitely no banana peel on that stage, and you just slipped on your own. And even if there was, that still would not come near Donald's experience.
Okay? Whatever you guys say what you will, but I'm telling you it was all a setup. It was probably some pro-Trump supporter who was trying to find a way to get Donald back in office without putting up a fight.
Well, the numbers speak louder than words, Joe, and they prove that I didn't need any bullshit to win against you. Unlike yourself last time we clashed for presidency. I knew that it would go the way it did. Debating against you at our live speeches was genuinely painful. It was like arguing against a kid with Tourette's. You were stuttering so bad. I thought you were about to have a panic attack.
Damn. Donnie, give Joe a break. Focus on cooking in the game, not cooking Joe alive verbally. He has clearly had enough, the poor guy. Just to move this shit on, we are almost finished in this fight here. It has low-key been a bit of a grueling one, but we are making it through. I don't get why we have to take on so many guys at once. It is low-key, so unfair.
Yeah, facts, George. It is pretty stupid. But what can you do? Not much. Perseverance is all we have in this match. But it is seeming like it will be enough. I get the feeling that this is just scraping the surface on what CLYDE'S base has to offer for us. There surely lies much more ahead of us to triumph.
Boy, I am so excited to see how this game ends. We have had so much build up to this moment, I feel like they have to make it some crazy ending. We deserve it after all the shit we have been through in the last few episodes. If we are being honest with ourselves, there was a lot of painful experiences towards the end of this game, mainly being the girls' side quests.
Sorry for this random input after that comment, Joe, but you have to be fucking kidding me. This guy just got revived out of fucking nowhere. Just when I thought it was all about to be over here, he decides to fuck me.
It's fine though, Donald bro. You cooked him once, you can cook him again. You've been on fire destroying these guys, especially with how much armor and health they have. It's not long now until we move on. I can tell.
Yeah, facts, George. Although this fight has been going on for like 7 minutes now, which is quite annoying. But so be it. I think a change in our loadout might have made this fight slightly easier, as I know there is a certain way of dealing with the Nazi zombie characters. Something that can bypass the armor and leave damaging effects would be helpful. But to be fair, that kind of irrelevant now, seeing as we made it this far already.
Well, what you just said there, Obama is the reason I just swapped in to Cartman as my buddy. I feel like his fire moves will be far more effective than Butters. Healing. And to be honest, we don't really take enough damage to be in stupid need of help from another character. If I need healing, I'll just use it myself on my turn.
I mean, that damage there speaks for itself. We were struggling to get that guy before, and Cartman comes in and cleans it up with a fair bit of damage for only a 6-power move. His ability bar is also insane with how many power points he has. But I guess it makes sense considering he is a mage. This fire is definitely what we needed this whole time, but oh well. At least we now know this, so we cannot make the same mistake throughout the rest of our raid on this base.
Facts, Joe. I will definitely be taking Eric with us for the rest of this, as he seems far more useful than Butters in this situation. I do like to party up with my boy Stan normally, but I feel like with the massive amount of armor on these guys, his attacks will be far less useful than they were a few episodes ago.
You're probably right about that, Donald. Let's give it a god using Eric and see if we can smoke these fools any easier. My guess would be, yes, to be honest, as the end of that fight shown he had a lot of power in just his basic attack.
All right, here's the plan. Attack each tower and raise the gate so we can get into Clyde's lair. Maplebeard, clear the path.
Yay!
Fuck you. Get over.
Ain't no fucking way. They just did that to my boy, Ike. Now fuck that. These fools are about to get fucking slimed.
It isn't
No
gonna
fucking
work.
mercy. Donald kicked these guys' asses so fucking bad, they wish they were never fucking born. No one gets away with sliming my boy Ike like that.
Oh, you bet your fucking ass I'm gonna fuck these guys up, Obama. They think they can just pull a stunt like that and walk away with no problems. If I had it my way, I would throw these pricks off the fucking base and watch them splat on the floor. But assuming that doesn't happen, I will just absolutely ruin them in combat instead.
Bro, why the fuck did that guy just hit the baby? I'm actually tearing up right now. That shit's got me feeling sad as fuck. Poor Ike, bro. Why would he do that?
Stay strong, Joe. Donald is about to serve some serious justice right about now.
Fucking too right, we're serving justice. I'd serve this asshole far more than just justice. But this will have to do. And just as predicted, Cartman is cooking these guys hard.
Protect your king.
Definitely the right decision to swap him in as our buddy for this quest. We maybe should have done it even sooner than we did. Maybe he could have helped a lot on our previous adventure.
Bro, that move actually cooked him. Holy shit, Cartman is good. I also love how each character's moves are references to the characters in the shows and certain things they said or done. Cartman's whole set is basically a compilation of his memes, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that just adds to my list of reasons on why this game is fucking goated. If I had to rate it so far, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. It has been so fun to play, and the combat is awesome. It's literally peak gameplay. The pacing of some of the quests is the only thing holding it away from a 10 for me, but who knows? Maybe my mind will change after seeing the end of the game.
Well, we will just have to wait and see about that, Joe. But for now, let's just keep going and then find out your opinion later on. We still have much to do here by the looks of it. I feel like this section of the game is going to be quite long, so we may end up splitting it into a few more episodes, which is fine because it only means more content for all you amazing viewers watching this series.
I mean, the more content, the better. Right? And it is also far easier on the editor. If he puts together less lengthy episodes than longer ones, as he likes to try and upload fairly frequently. The 40-plus minute episodes are not for the weak when it comes to editing. That's what he told me anyways. So let's try and keep them under half an hour for this series ending.
Well, then I hope for his sake we are able to do that. I guess if we find ourselves close to the mark, we will just have to leave it at the next reasonable point to stop and go from there. The next episode after. It only makes sense to do it like that. Besides, when you look at some people's playlists of this game, they have nearly 30 episodes on it, so we have clearly blazed through a lot faster with more lengthy episodes than most people. I did have the intention of doing one mission. An episode when we started, but as we have gone on, it's become clear that it may be a little too much to do sometimes in this game.
Well, some of the mission have been just a little bit too much for one episode. We will be more considerate of that in the next game, I think.
We learn as we go, George. It's just a shame it took us this whole fucking series to figure that out, but oh well.
Come on, now's our only chance. Aha, you're trapped. I'm a level 14 thief and the Dark Lord's chief assassin, and you will all perish here and now. Douchebag, I'm stuck. Can you get me in?
Well, if it ain't fucking Craig, this piece of shit didn't get any prettier, huh? I wouldn't expect any less of this asshole than joining Clyde's team because he is a little bum boy who only wants to be on the winning team. He isn't shit in my eyes. To me, he is still just some loser level 5 thief who sells shitty weapons to new players of this game we are all playing.
Facts, Donald.
Hold on. It's
This is
almost
a
there.
weird random thought. But you saying that reminded me that this is all just an imaginary kids game they have made up.
Fucking traitor.
It's pretty fucking cool when you think of it like that. It reminds me of the playground back in the day when we would make up games that we all had superpowers and would fight each other on the playground. Ours never went as well as the battles here because there would always be that one fucking dork that claimed he didn't die or that he dodged your insanely overpowered attack
Now let's see how
you
you
hit
fare
him
against
with.
the Dark Lord, Chief Assassin, and some cows. You want to throw down, dog?
Well, here we
I'll
go.
there.
It's time to dance with Craig. And Obama, you saying that just gave me vivid memories on my childhood in the playground. Me and the boys had this game where it was basically loads of elements. Take fire or water, for example. And we made our own leveling system, which gave you different moves, and obviously you were more powerful. You could swap between any of them, but you had to work it up from level 1. We deadass would note that shit down on each individual person that played to keep track on who was what level at what. Sometimes we would come out with new elements to spice it up. I remember one of them was tech, and it was inspired off a trigger, Happy from the Skylanders games, and bro, it was so overpowered it was insane. I mained that shit throughout the whole of those years at school, and was basically a god at that game. Once I had my moves mastered and unlocked, my ultimate move, everyone was cooked. New players that wanted to join never lasted because they were just destined to get smoked by everyone.
To be fair, George, that game actually sounds sick as fuck for a kid that was like 8, 12 years old at that time. I would have been so down to play that shit if I went to your school. I miss the creativity we had back in the day sometimes. It was genuinely next level.
Never underestimate the mind of a child because it is actually a lot more powerful than you might think. I think that game pretty closely lines up with this one, just in a different setting, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming that whole game must have been heavily influenced off of Skylanders. Then if you based a whole ass element off of one of the characters in it.
I mean, off the top of my head, it is hard to give you an exact answer, but when I look back on it and think about everything we had in it, it seems highly likely that was the case. Shit was fucking awesome, though. No cap. You don't understand the money I would pay to be able to go back and play it with the boys again at that age, just for 1 week.
Oh yeah, wouldn't we all? This South Park Kids made-up game really does take you back on your creativity with the boys from back in the day, doesn't it? I can't say that we used to beat each other with authentic weapons, though, to the point of blood, bruises, and tears. All the boys would have been snitching on each other like a gang when life sentences are brought into the equation in an interrogation room.
Haha, that's actually a pretty good comparison. I remember when one of the boys told me to wet some toilet roll and throw it at the ceiling, so I thought to myself, fuck it. This shit will be funny as fuck. And the second I done it, bro, turned into Prime 6-9 and snitched on my ass so quick. Best believe as soon as we started to walk home, I punked his ass so bad. He went back the next day and told the teacher it was actually him that done it instead.
Ha ha ha. That is brilliant. Well fucking deserved if you ask me. Anyways, boys, enough reminiscing and more talking about the game now. As you can all see, Craig is currently getting his ass beat pretty easily. Using Cartman was actually my best idea, yet I can't lie. The combination of gross damage and fire damage is taking a serious toll on Craig's health bar and makes me regret not doing it sooner. I think that most boss fights would have been easier done with Cartman by our side than Stan or anyone else we have consistently buddied with throughout this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. That is the undeniable truth. To put it into perspective, we spent longer doing that fight earlier with the 5 enemies than we have an actual major boss fight in the game. Just goes to show that the buddy you choose does really impact the game.
Yeah, it really does. I was under the impression that your buddy was just extra support. Not really that strong, but just a little extra firepower. So just go with one that suits your playstyle, and don't worry about which you choose. But boy, was I wrong. It seems they could all have their own uses for different sections of the game. The only one I can confidently say we don't want to use is Jimmy. But I think if we were a mage instead of a Jew, we would be more fitted to have him as our partner.
That makes sense, Obama. Cartman really does like to take damage, though, doesn't he? He doesn't have much health. Kind of reminds me of an Alakazam or a Gengar in Pokemon. He's just a glass cannon, only good for dealing out huge damage and not so much taking it back.
You know, Joe, that is actually a pretty damn good comparison, to be fair. Never thought of it like that, but I can see it for sure. One thing that is good about him, though, is he takes 2 bites when you heal him, so he heals twice as much as anyone else would. Obviously, that is also a joke, basically saying he is fat, just like they do in every single South Park episode. But I won't complain because it is working in our favor here.
I mean, yeah, for sure. It's really helpful because he only needs small snacks for full health. He has made this fight such a smooth sail. Craig is literally done for in less time than a normal fucking fight took us, which is kind of embarrassing, but oh well. We learned our lesson and won't make it for the rest of this series.
That's how it's done. You're our prisoner now, Craig. You're gonna be somebody's bitch for quite a while.
Haha, fucking too right. He will be our bitch for a while, Cartman. Now that's another perk of having him as our buddy. The sly commentary on the side.
Yeah, he is pretty funny, to be fair. Although I actually am happy with all of them being our buddy, as they all have their own unique thing to say, which can be humorous. Eric is just one of those that will have a consistently good one each time.
Consistency always will win. Obama. And that is why he is the GOAT. No questions asked. We should have done this shit a whole lot sooner. My boy is goated. And we kept him on the bench for this long. He deserves at least a little bit of glazing whilst we are still playing this game.
A little bit of glazing is crazy work. You knock yourself out, Donald. I don't think any of us will be glazing him anytime soon.
What'd you eat?
Instead, we will just appreciate. He is a strong character in the game.
Yeah, facts, Bush. I ain't glazing a 10-year-old boy. I've already been accused of that enough times. The past few years, I ain't trying to have the press knocking on my door again.
I mean, this is quite different than sniffing the hair of a child in real life. Joe in front of thousands of people. But I guess it's better to not do anything, no matter how little even compared to that.
Dad? What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, it's my favorite kid! Listen, I found out what they were doing at the women's clinic. They were looking for a candidate to put a snook into. They're gonna nuke all of South Park.
A snook?
You boys don't understand. They've put the snook here.
Who did?
Whoever these people are claiming to be Taco Bell. We should have known. We should have known Taco Bell is far too compassionate and caring to be so secretive. The quality of their character, like the quality of their food, should have never come into question.
Dad, where is the woman with the snook?
They didn't put it in a woman.
Well, all I remember was that there were these big government guys, and they wrestled me to the floor at my house. And then I remember thinking, well, this is fun, but wait, is that a thermonuclear device? I'd had some drinks, so putting a thermonuclear device up my ass wasn't completely out of the question. Oh, Jesus Christ, how long do I have?
We don't know, Mr. Slave, but it could be a matter of minutes.
Well, what are you waiting for? Pull it out.
No! We can't just pull it out! Snooks have triggers on them! We have to abort it! From inside! Oh, come on. Who knows how to do abortions and can get really, really small? Who could possibly be able to make themselves tiny and know something about abortions? Let's see. Who could there be?
Who could it be? Let me think.
There's got to be someone.
Okay, ain't no fucking way. I'm gonna be climbing inside of Mr. Slave's asshole this episode. What the fuck? You have to give me some time to come to terms with that shit. So I think this is a good time to end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of South Park, The Stick of Truth, here on the President's Play Stuff channel.
Yeah, that's actually really valid, Donald. I'm with you. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, then please leave a like and let us know what you liked about it down below in the comments section.
If you really enjoyed and are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning the notifications on to never miss an upload from us.
And I would like to say thank you to everyone for all the support. You all mean so much to us. We are aiming to reach 4,500 subscribers by the end of the year. So please do subscribe if you enjoyed, like Obama said.
Yeah, what George said. Anyways, that has been us for today. We will see you all next time, where we unfortunately have to explore Mr. Slave, which I am not looking forward to. We hope you all enjoyed today's video, and we also hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.